and apologies about the last stream. It got ended because of error in the application, which is quite annoying.
Yeah.
And my bro Yogurt is here. Oh yeah, I didn't realise. Do you know the Chris? He commentated with me yesterday.
What?
The Chris in Racing Point, he commentated with me yesterday.
Yeah. Are you asking me?
Yeah, no, I'm just telling you. I just realised that Chris commentated with me yesterday. I didn't even know. I forgot.
Oh. Okay. I don't know what to say.
Oh. Right. League streams. Right, so the new stream is up then, and apologies about the last stream.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Oh.
We don't do it on purpose.
I want to go chill after this race.
I'm gonna get some Z's.
Did you actually just say that, Yaka?
What?
Did you actually just say that?
Yeah.
Yogurt stopped with so much league racing because I was too fast for him.
Yeah, he's pretty quick, yeah.
Is he quicker than you now?
I would say I'm pretty quick in quali, but he's always in my DRS. That's why he can keep up.
Have you taught him well?
I mean, I guess.
Oh.
Right, I'm gonna find a new stream real quick. Guys, if you haven't subbed to Indigo yet, you better do it. Almost 500 subs, come on. Yeah, Jody, you beat me every time on penalty because you can just always chill behind me, man. It's so annoying. Normally I'm like 3 times quicker a lap, but just because of the rest. So annoying.
I did beat him every time on penalties.
You can always just chill behind me. But he's definitely gotten very quick.
Yuri, can I race you sometimes because I've not raced you quite a lot. I used to be much quicker than Yuri. No offense, Yuri. I love you, Yuri, but not raced you yet in 2020, so I would love to see how your pace is around here. I mean, I'm on this game, sorry.
Oh, it's very good. I can tell you that.
I'm no line. Yeah, I know you are no line, mate. I've seen you racing online at Britain. You showed me that video, didn't you? I'm still racing online because I can't be bothered to turn it off.
So Jamie is basically a pussy, guys. Oh well. Joking. I'm just joking.
I had no choice. What do you mean you had no choice, Shari? Yogurt will kill me.
Because of the no line.
Yeah, you're older than Yogurt. Don't let Yogurt tell you what to do, mate.
Oh.
Yogurt wears nappies compared to you, Yori.
I mean, if dick size matters.
Oh my god.
Guys, if you are very frustrated, just check out some hot girls on Instagram. It helps.
I think we're starting the grid now, so we should be going off racing.
Ah, we better go off racing. Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? If I sing Bohemian Rhapsody, will you get copyright claim? And because I of course have the exact same voice. Oh, I hear the timer. We can finally start.
Right then, finally we are away for the French Grand Prix, and we might be able to end it for tonight.
Can we just do a 5-lap race? It's taking ages. We started like half an hour ago, jeez. Normally you are already done with the league race, but we just need to start. Unbelievable next. Everyone subscribe to Euro Games. It's very good content.
Sexy Dutchman as well.
No. Not true. Not true. You're talking about yogurt? Maybe. Maybe yes. Why did they have to put the rain on? Come on. It's gonna take even longer now. Dre is very weird. Look what he typed in chat.
Yeah, I saw that.
PH if you're bored. It's true, but we're family friendly. At least I am family friendly. I don't know Jamie, but
There, is the formation lap on? Yes, it is.
I swear, if we get stuck again, I might just go because I may have to go in like 20 minutes. Because
he's getting a fucking 3k PC for his birthday. Oh, Jesus! What? When is his birthday, Yuri? I might buy him a PC. No,
yeah,
not.
Bro, you're such a big nose. He doesn't deserve it. If he has a boner and you go up against a wall, you will break his nose.
Oh, like he got that. Oh.
Unbelievable. I guess I'm not the only one that's tired.
I've been tired for about a year now.
I've been getting high. Alright. What can Ferg do? Can he get the W? Probably getting driven into the mud by
You
nature.
went off the track first, I think.
What?
You went off the track slightly.
Well, that's a very good preparation, I must say. Let's see what Furk can do. CGM.
Oh. Was it race? I have to go early
What
to
are you
them.
saying, bro?
Alright, go slap decker, you already have a nice sleep.
Bro, what were you saying?
I don't know,
Can
we're
you-
about I don't know.
Oh.
I still haven't
Sorry,
drunk my
guys.
beer. I haven't drunk my beer yet.
CGM.
Alright then,
Whatever.
here are the lights then. Let's see if gets a good start off the line. Lights out, away they go.
Oh,
Nathan gets a brilliant
Nathan.
start off the line. He gets a good launch off the line. He already jumps Ferg. Up into first place he goes. D1 as the Ferrari and Mercedes scrap away for third place as we head down into turn 1 then. Nathan leads them into first we
Four
go.
white in the background.
Oh, Jesus, 4 wide. As Pheasant Pick Plucker goes off the track. AJ getting loose at the end of turn 2. He's got Harvey leads for company as well. And look at that, 3 wide down into turn 3. We've got front wing damage from the AlphaTauri. The AlphaTauri is off the track, and I don't know who it is. I think it's
Pheasant.
Plucker. Pheasant Plucker has got front wing damage. He's side by side with Harvey Lees now. And Bankman goes through as well, which he does go through. So Pheasant Plucker.
He's under pressure from Chris as well. Chris gets a bit loose. That may give a chance to Brady. Brady.
Here comes
It does give a chance actually.
Harvey
Up
Lees
ahead you
right
see the
behind
Renault
AJ.
fighting the AJ. Yeah.
Look at Williams
As
versus
Brady
the
gets
AlphaTauri.
past. The AlphaTauri is falling like a stone. He obviously has damage, but not a good start by him. Nathan is already under pressure by Ferg, 2.5 times it is, but that might be a bit glitchy because it's not changing. And it doesn't look like 2.5 times to me. It's a bit more.
Yeah, it is a bit more than that between AJ's. Brady has got past Chris. Chris goes down the
It's
inside
not done
of
yet.
Brady.
Oh, Chris goes very deep. But he does make the corner. Uses Brady as a bit of a break, but Brady gets the better exit. And is eventually passed. So Brady, pretty good start, I believe. I mean, how many positions did he gain? 4 positions. I mean, you can call that a good start, I believe. Pheasant goes into the pits for a front wing change, unfortunately. So yeah, that's obviously very unfortunate. It's not what you love to see.
Nathan then leads Ferg by 8 tenths per second. He had that amazing line to start. I'm surprised that wasn't a drive-through penalty.
Hi Nemo and that guy Dreeper. Hi Nemo gets past and Viva BV now is pressurizing him.
I don't think he'll
But
go
he's
for it. I
not
think
going
it's
for
better of it. Let me
Ferg
check.
is keeping in that second, but you have no DRS. The only thing you have is slipstream and loads of dirty air. So getting past the rain is very tough. It looks like Strauss is under pressure from AJ. So, well, hopefully Strauss can just keep him behind for a bit.
It looks like Ferg is more confident through the corners because he's right behind Nathan. So Nathan, I think he's got a
very
little bit
close.
of a better straight line speed. Probably more confident than Nathan at the moment. We'll stay on board with him, see what happens through here. But Ferg is too far back to make any move to pressurize
I just
Nathan.
want to say Brady's pace is incredible at the moment. He's gonna get past the Haas if he's not careful though.
Look
But,
at AJ
he
down the
defends.
inside of Strauss. Strauss is off the
Strauss
track
goes a bit
almost.
deep. Loses the position. In this case, CDB gets a 3-second time penalty. That's not what you want, but just look at Brady. He's so confident in these conditions. He's probably, to be honest, one of the best cars on track with the top 2.
The
Might,
two red.
want to get past the Haas, but he obviously has slipstream from the car ahead as well as Fergus at the fastest lap. It's very close to Nathan, but not close enough. Has to stay behind for now. I don't know if it will dry up later in the race or if it stays like this, but if it stays like this, it's still gonna be a very fun race because it's still very close together. This is Ginge keeping his position quite well, but he's losing very much time to his teammate up ahead. 4 seconds the gap now is, so AJ probably wants to get past as quick as possible.
PvP goes down the inside of iNemo for 16th place, back on board.
Oh no, Strauss! Oh my god!
Oh,
yeah,
oh he's getting back on track.
Oh, he's back onto the track! Oh my god, he's gonna have to watch out for this.
I don't think Ghosting's on, because he didn't ghost.
Into the back of him, fortunately.
No, Ghosting wasn't on.
That was very dangerous, as AJ gets past Ginge.
It's a matter of time to see if Ferg can get past Nathan, because it looks like Ferg is much more stronger in the rain compared to Nathan, because he's all over the back of him, and it's only a matter of time to see when Ferg will get past him for first place.
Brady is very confident into the fast right-hander. Tries to have a look down the inside of Harvey. Harvey leaves in the space. Can he get this one stick? No, he definitely can't, but he's so confident, I must say. Very impressive by Brady. The Renault goes a bit deep and he just gets such a good traction. Can he make this one stick? Oh, it's gonna be tight. But it's probably done it. The Renault no, he's done it. Amazing.
Good stuff on the two.
Brady
AJ
is very quick at the moment.
AJ made up 6 places. He went from 10th to 4th. What a amazing start by AJ, and Brady as well. Went up 6 places.
Yeah, Brady and AJ, the man on the mission at the moment. But AJ has a gap to Will, and that is 5 seconds. It's insanely big already after 4 laps.
So I just caught Ferg has got a warning. He picked up his first warning into lap 3 because he cut the curb. So he needs to be careful not to get any more warnings to prevent a penalty.
Yeah. Oh my god, Brady got a penalty. He went to the move for the on the inside of the Haas. I don't know if you saw it.
But look at Ferg.
And he just got squeezed onto the apex. And oh my god, Brady, what a slide! Oh my god.
Look at that, the change of leadership. Ferg has got past Nathan, squeezes him on the exit.
As Beck gets ahead of Gingy.
So that's a bit harsh from the two there, hard but fair racing from the two. As Ferg almost loses the car. But Ferg stays ahead at the moment as we've got Nathan climbing all over the back of him trying to get back into first place. He goes off the track, goes out too deep. Kind of a bit too much speed than the car would have wanted or accepted. But Ferg stays ahead at the moment. Brady's 2 tenths behind Ginger.
Oh. It's so close in the midfield, I must say. Jesus Christ, look at from P6 to P12, it's very close together. In the rain, especially when the dirty air and the spray is such a big factor, and you have no DRS to keep you seated behind the guy ahead. So it's very impressive by these guys to keep it so close and pretty clean, you know. All the incidents have been created on their own because of the spinning, but yeah, very amazing. Very amazing.
Law's stuck behind Ginger, who's caused a bit of a train. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5
Gingy's
cars.
very slow, I must say. He probably forgotten a setup maybe, but he's not. He doesn't have the pace. There's already 1.5 seconds to the Haas ahead of him. It's very bad, I must say. I mean, he might have forgotten a setup, but his pace is. Look out! Yeah, he's not taking any speed. He must have forgotten a setup. But Chris, by the way, down the inside of Origin Gamma, you need to watch out for the traction here. It's very tricky over here. Can they keep it together? Oh my god, that was close. It's Sonev now behind them too. Oh, they're gonna make it free wide. Don't. Oh my god, don't do it, guys.
Down the inside goes Brady, but can't quite make the move.
Backs out. Oh my god, look at Unknown Elder. Beautiful move on Sonev.
And
there goes the Gingy. Has to give up a few places because of that.
Giving up more places, isn't he? Look at the Renault side by side with Williams, but he's got past him.
Unknown Elder. Very good recovery. 7 positions, just like Brady.
So he got knocked out of Q1 then, didn't he? He's up into 9th place.
Yeah, I don't remember, but he's very quick at the moment, so very positive.
The gap between the top two has gone up to 1.4 seconds. So that battle is over, but 11th place is between Sonif and Gingy. And look at the red
The
going side by
midfield
side.
battles on, and we have a Williams of Gamma coming into the pits. Is that an early pit stop or is it damage? I don't believe he got any damage from something, so interesting why he's coming into the pits.
Look at the McLaren of Sonif.
I don't know why, but...
Oh, it goes around the outside as Ginger's left the session.
Ginger left. And I believe ghosting is off in this league because... Oh my god. Disaster for Deep, Draper, I mean, and DC. They have damage because of that.
That's unlucky as FIFA Beefy tries to go down the inside now of the Ferrari, trying to get past the McLaren. Oh my god.
FIFA Beefy. Oh my god. Oh, this is very annoying, of course, for KACDB. It's to stay behind Gingy because he's not ghosted. But he's past now. But Gamma didn't change his front wing, I believe, so don't know why he came into the pit, but a bit weird. Alright.
Seems like the field's spread out just a bit. We've got a battle for Chris versus Unknown Elder. Unknown Elder looks like he's flying.
Oh my god, that goes over there now!
Who's that?
Harvey! Oh yeah, oh my god. How doesn't he have... He doesn't have any damage.
Harvey, calm down mate. You're still in the race.
It's his lucky day as Unknown Elder gets a penalty, but Harvey is still in the points, still running, and he has been very lucky, we can say. His tires look to be a bit overheated, but I think that's the least of his concerns.
Look at Duel then, he's caught up right behind Nathan, so he's gained a lot of time on Nathan, so let's see if he tries to take him to second place. He had the pace early on, didn't he? But he had an amazing start.
Yeah, he got that amazing start, but well, that was basically it.
These midfield battles are crazy though. We've seen quite a lot of side by side. But look at Draper, he's got two cars right behind him, which is FIFA Beefy and I Need Mo.
Oh, FIFA Beefy is looking pretty feisty. Let's just say that. He's in P13 right now, started 5 positions back, so... Well, most people have gained positions in the top 16, apart from Harvey. He lost 2 after his little spin yet. I see that Draper actually has damage, of course, from that incident with Gingy. That's a time penalty as well, Draper. And FIFA BV gets passed for P12. It's not yet. He has to fight for it.
Oh, he's gonna spin, he's gonna spin, he's spun, he's spun. I knew that was gonna happen.
Yeah, it's... I mean, that wasn't FIFA BV's fault. Here goes Jim's trap on the Haas of KCDB. See if he can... side by side around here, yeah, Jim's trap. Things better of it.
I Need Mo is going off the track. He's lost 2 positions as well.
That corner is a pain in the ass for these drivers. Was very fast, but just not flat, so it's very tough. I can imagine.
On to lap 8 then of this 27 lap race. Nathan's still defending from Duval right behind him. Further back is AJ, 2 seconds behind as Mo's in the pits along with Draper.
Yeah, I know Draper has damage, but I don't believe Nemo has damage, but he might have. Yeah, he has actually. So. Both coming in for damage repairs. Oh no, Nemo doesn't actually have damage.
Hello, Aiden Bird.
Draper has, but Ferrari has it.
Deal was still stuck behind Nathan, so still can't make a move on it. Must be frustrated for him at his home Grand Prix because he can't make any amends to try and catch Ferg. They've got a 3.4 second gap now over Nathan in second place, so he needs to overtake him to prevent him pulling away even more. Just want to get stuck behind that Alpha and getting closer and closer. When he'll try and make his move, I don't know, but he needs to make him move as quick as possible.
He's very careful for this corner. This is quite a lot of time.
Nova, hello Nova mate, how are you?
Nova.
YouTube Nova. Oh, Sardis lost it. Oh, we almost lost it. Twitching to turn 9 there, the fast right-hander. It's a lethal curve if you don't get it right. Or corner, should I say.
AJ, that gap, AJ has, oh my god, AJ has driven amazingly because I remember that gap being like 5 seconds. He closed it all down.
Yep, I remember it being 2 seconds because I checked it earlier. He's 9/10 behind us. Elders in the pits. Hello, I'm good, thank you, Nova. I'm very good.
But yeah, so AJ looking pretty quick as well. As you said, Elders coming into the pits. See, maybe going for a 2-stop as Strauss spun.
Oh, yeah, he has, hasn't he? On the straight, he's lost his front wing. Will that cause a safety car or not?
Oh, Strauss, I was rooting for him, but
Let you down.
Shame. Let's see, Unknown Elder comes just behind Origin Gamma, who also made a pit stop. So
Yes, yes, I am, Nova. I'm ready.
URL.
ERL. No, is it called ERL? Or EC? I can't remember what it's called. I'm in too many leagues to remember what they're called. I don't even know what this one's called. Yeah, CRC? Yeah, it's called CRC. Who's that? He gets out of the way?
Yep. He has nothing to win at the moment, so...
In all fairness, I think he should retire. Yeah,
just go to the pits and retire. Don't bother anyone.
He's loved by everybody, so I don't think it's a wise thing to just stay.
Yeah. He's just waiting for everyone to come by, it seems. Which is fair.
Listen, really lucky, he had a good qualifying, but this wet conditions has caught him out. But look at AJ, all over the back of Duel. Duel needs to be more aggressive.
AJ is very, very quick.
Duel needs to be more aggressive.
Or shot for the win if he gets maybe an undercut. You never know. It's hard to get a time. Gets a time penalty. It's the second time penalty already.
Duel needs to be a bit more aggressive if he wants to overtake Nathan.
Yeah, Strauss got the 10 seconds, but he's gonna retire, I imagine. So we don't have to worry about that.
Brady right behind back, and this is a good try from both Red Bull drivers being aggressive in this way and having good pace in this wet weather conditions. Let's see how long it will take Duel to get past Nathan, because he needs to get past him to reduce the gap from being opened up between first and second. He needs to bring that gap down if he wants to start making amends to his race.
Brady close behind M66 back, so maybe he can
look at the ERS difference, Yogurt.
What did you say?
The ERS difference between the two, 5th and 6th.
Yeah, it's very big. 21 and 72. It's, yeah, that's gotta be big. Yes, Strauss retires into the pit, so yeah, obviously expected. Nothing to yeah. I mean, his race was done. Doesn't really matter. Looks like FIFA BV is under pretty big pressure by Jim Straff and KCDB. Of course, these guys haven't made their pit stop yet. If they make their pit stop, I imagine they will come out in P60 or something around that area. Now, FIFA BV is using his overtake through here. I think that's the smartest thing to do.
Look at Brady, you're right behind back. We've got some more people right behind each other. Try and do something different. Duel needs to try and do something different to get past Nathan. He can't afford to just stay behind him and waste time.
FIFA BV comes into the pits. So let's see where he comes out, I guess.
The racing point of AJ seems like he's got some decent pace on his hands. Look at him, he's right behind Duel, who's right behind Nathan. I know these guys are very good friends because they're always in the fight with each other, so Nathan, Duel and AJ hoping to keep it clean with each other.
Unknown Elder, fastest lap, so maybe he can come back into this race, but we'll see. Let's see where FIFA BV comes out. I was expecting about P16. He comes just ahead of that, so I was close. Let's see what FIFA Beef can do, but is it just me or has FIFA Beefy maybe the glitch where? Oh no, he just turned it off. Okay, so he just didn't notice it. Because I remember I had a glitch once where my overtake was on for the whole race and I couldn't do anything. And I think that was because I turned it on under the formation lap, apparently. So, and it just stays on. So that was. Oh, Brady side by side with 66 back. Can he get it around the outside? Yes. Oh my God, Brady. He's still under pressure, you know, but I think he might have it stick. Yeah, he might have a stick. Yeah. Brady goes up another position.
Hello. Is it Strauss? Hello, Strauss, in the chat. Unfortunately, you crashed out. Yeah, you can speak to your Dutch friend.
I was rooting for you, man. Only Dutchman.
You can speak Dutch to your friend or fellow companion.
What? What did you say?
You can speak Dutch to him and say how disappointed you are. He's the only the only Dutchman in this league, well, in this division.
As KCDB comes into the pit, so interesting where he might come out, because he was in a battle with FIFA Beefy, so...
Yeah, of course I did, mate. I was spectating you, Strauss. Of course we saw you driving in the rain.
And FIFA Beefy comes out quite a bit ahead. As Draper gets another time penalty, he already has one.
Do you think Duel should pit to do the undercut on Nathan?
Well, Nathan is actually catching...
That's a debate marker.
Oh, that's a back marker. But he is catching Ferg a bit. I mean, 3.9. I think it was like 4 seconds a few laps ago or something. But we'll see. The pit stop window is about now, I reckon. Lap 13, lap 12. Let's see what Ferg will do. I guess he doesn't want to be the first one to make a pit stop as he is the leader. He probably wants to react on someone else. And yeah, there goes Du Will. So he is trying the undercut.
Probably listen to me. Right, so Nathan and AJ take second and third.
I can translate Strauss's comment.
But who's what? Did he speak Dutch?
Okay.
Racing in the rain. Ik heb alles gedaan on the... I can't read that.
Very nice, very nice.
What did he say?
Alright, he said, racing in the rain, I hate it. I did everything to, I mean... too difficult to... I don't know how you can translate it. As Elder comes out ahead of M66 back, so interesting. Du Will comes out in P7.
Not a true.
Let's see if he can make the undercut work, I guess.
So I think Nathan and AJ will respond then by pitting this lap because they need to protect the undercut.
No, to avoid.
To avoid the undercut. Sorry.
No, no, fine. He translated me, so I didn't know the words. So yeah. It was racing in the rain. I hate it. I tried to avoid someone, like he tried to avoid being in the way of someone.
Yeah.
When he retired. That's the best I can do. As Fer comes into the pits, I expect Nathan and AJ as well. So, Ferg might be in a bit of trouble if he gets health. We'll see if that is the case, and I think that will be the case. Yeah, Ferg will get health. That's gonna cost him a good second or two, maybe.
Let's see then if Harvey leaves and Sonny in the pits.
Oh, AJ's ahead of Nathan after the pits.
Let's see where Du Will rejoins then. Will he get ahead of Nathan and AJ? Here comes the driver of Ferg.
And Du Will. Amazing undercut.
Yeah, Nathan's not going to be happy with that one, down in 5th place.
Of course, Brady still needs to pit, but he's definitely in a good position, Brady. He's still improving in his sector 1, so the lap times are still there for Brady. But he's probably gonna come into the pits anyway, because yeah, at 14, yeah, you know, he has to pit at some point. As Jimstrap is lagging for me, or is it just me?
So now look at that. He's 1 second behind. He was 4 seconds behind before the pit stops was due.
Unbelievable. So the combination of the undercut and Ferg getting held into the pits is really cost Ferg a lot.
I think Duel might be getting excited for this one. I think Ferg might have some pressure on his hands now to protect himself from
Ferg is pushing like crazy, probably.
He had to, didn't he? He had no choice.
Yeah. Ferg does seem to have the edge on Duel at the moment, staying around the 1 second area. As Brady obviously pits in at 40, so he will have the freshest tires of them all at the end. Yeah, he will come out ahead of these guys, but maybe around the area of Unknown Elder and Origin Gamma. We'll see about that. Probably, I don't know. As Ferg gets past, so Ferg retakes the lead. Duel gets the fastest lap. Let's see where Brady comes out.
Ahead or behind Jimstrap. Here comes Jimstrap.
Oh, Jimstrap. That's not what Brady wants to come out behind. Yes, he gets ahead. So
he still wants crash.
Brady into P5. Brady might be into the fight too if he can get some very good lap times in. As Sonak retires into the pits. Oh,
I don't know why, because he was in the top 10, wasn't
he? Yeah, but probably not after he made his pit stop, because you can see he... yeah, he would have probably... Yeah, he would have... Yeah.
So
went down to P60.
I'm trying to figure out the gaps between Ferg and Will. He's not really pulling away, but he is getting a little bit of time.
It seems to be that Ferg is very strong in the last sector. But you see the ERS, it's Ferg is using very much of his ERS, and here Duel can use a bit more extra, so yeah.
1.2 is now, well, 1.3 keeps changing and changing.
Duel is very careful on this right-hander, very careful. He just really doesn't want to make any mistakes, which is normal, you know, you don't want to make any mistake, but he really tries to avoid it. I can't believe after 15 laps in the rain, the field is still very close.
Exactly. 17 drivers still left. I think Ginger's now, I think he's staying out because he's lagged out, so I don't think he wants to come back in this race.
Yes. Ferg, 42.0, very strong lap time. 2 times quicker than Duel. Jimstrap now makes his pit stop. Obviously he was in a very good position, but he will drop down quite a lot of positions because the field is so close. It's unbelievable. If he gets a time penalty for going into the pits too quick, and he retires as well into the pits. So that's 3 people that DNF'd into the pits, which is unfortunate.
I think they just had it a bit. I think he's had enough.
Yeah. Oh, and it seems like Pheasant Plucker also made a mistake. I wonder if he will come into the pits and retire the car. No, he will carry it. Overall, no like incidents where people came together, I believe. So.
The real DC 310s behind KCDB. Let's see how that battle unfolds out between those two then, fighting for 12th place.
Jamie, I might have some bad news, by the way.
What bad news you got? Thanks for commentating with me, Yogurt. Been a pleasure. Nice to see you.
Yeah, so I really want to finish this race, but I have to go because I have to wake up at 6 again. So it's.
Have a good night, Yogurt.
So yeah, good night.
1.2 is I think he's closing down a bit as duel. So Ferg versus duel then. The gap is closing down between the two. And Neil Flagg's out there for some reason. It's Pheasant Plucker, he's spun. That's why the yellow flag's out, and I think he's been lapped by one of the guys as well, so that's really unfortunate for him. I think that's Ginge unlapping himself to Pheasant Plucker. 1.2 is the gap between the top two, so it's going up and down between the two, but yeah, it's definitely a game on then between the two. So I think it's safe to say that AJ and Nathan then are out of the picture for this battle for first to second. He hasn't got the pace to try and gain on the top two, so I think third and fourth is all they can expect from this afternoon's race, or this night's race. But Nathan will be slightly disappointed because he was fighting for second place until it got ruined in the pit stops. I think he got held up, I believe, so that was why AJ rejoined ahead of him. So that's why can tell he's frustrated with that one. Doesn't want to be in fourth place. He wants to be on the podium where he was throughout the whole of this race, but after the pit stop he's got slightly ruined. The undercut helps Duwell to get past, and Duwell's actually 9/10 in range of Ferg, so that's very interesting to see how this battle will unfold between the top two. And there's yellow flags down there too. I think that's a lap car getting out of the way for people. That is Pleasant Plucker. Oh, he's got a puncher. 14 laps on those intermediate tyres, he's got a puncher. So if he's done 14 laps, I think he might retire from this race because he's all the way down in last and a lap down too, so he might come in to retire from this race. Hasn't got much to say left in this race, so I think that's his day ruined by a puncher. Could explain why he spun earlier on as well, but that's really unfortunate for him. But Original Gamer is in the pits, or Gamma should I say, and the gap has closed down between the top two, and it is 7/10, so we might see a fight between first and second place. Let's see who wins this race. Will it be Ferg or will it be Duwell? Pressure's on for both of these drivers, especially Duwell at his home Grand Prix. And 2.6 seconds is the gap between AJ and Duwell. Nathan, let's see how much pace Nathan's got then. Can he do something about it, try and get back in third place? Looks like he's racing cautiously, is Nathan, in this wet rain. Don't think he has quite the confidence to take as much speed as the other drivers are doing. But as people have different driving styles, of course, so still in fourth place. And I don't know if Brady Pollock is catching on Nathan, so it's pretty interesting to see if those two have a battle soon, because I think Brady is catching Nathan just a bit. 6/10 is the gap between the top two then, so we're about to see if we can have a battle between the top two. Ferg will be definitely feeling some pressure. We're heading on to lap 19. And you know what happens on lap 19, we're going to have a 1 minute silence for Antoine Hubert. So when it comes to lap 19, we'll have this 1 minute silence, and I'll still spectate the guys in the race. Starting now. On to lap 20 we go then. That's the 1 lap silence done. for the memory of Antoine Hubert. So that was a good move from Origin Gamer ahead of KCDB, late breaking into turn 9, so confident on the brakes, and he got himself up into 9th place. Next target ahead is Harvey Lees. Difference between the two, got 4 lap younger tyres, has Gamma, and 1.1 second is the gap now between the top two. So he's just staying around that 1 second mark. I don't think he's close enough to try and make a pounce. To first place is Do Well. So it looks like Ferg has got this. Unless he makes any mistakes, he can't make one mistake, because any mistakes will encourage Do Well to get closer. And same for Do Well though, he can't make mistakes either. Look at Brady Pollock, 8/10 behind Nathan. He's gained what? The last time I saw that gap was 3 seconds. Now it's 8/10. So he must be really confident, and both Red Bulls could be scoring decent results here tonight. Can Brady Pollock find himself on the podium if he's got enough pace to try and catch AG? But the first thing he has to do is overtake Nathan first. That's the main priority for tonight. Let's see if he's got enough EOS to try and overtake Nathan, because Nathan's got a slightly more. With Brady Pollock's pace, it's been quite amazing in this race. So let's see if he can find himself on the podium. The first thing he has to do is get there first before he does that. And he's closed up all the way behind Nathan, and Unknown Elder has got past Jim Strav up into 11th place. He goes. He's got a KCDB ahead of him. The gap between Ninja and Brady Pollock is 5/10. The battle for 4th. Can he try and do something about it? How's the penalties? Good question. How are the penalties? Nathan's got no warnings, so he's clean. AJ has got a warning. Duo has got a warning. Ferg has got a warning. Brady has got a penalty plus a warning. A penalty plus 2 warnings for back. Well, he's got another penalty. Back's got a 3-second time penalty, it says on our screen. And Elder has got past KCDB into turn 1, and now to turn 2 does a switch back. Lovely move from KCDB to do that into turn 2. As Brady Pollock is still behind Nathan. So that's a good move from KCDB to take back 10th place. Confident to pin the throttle down at the exit of turn 2. Now Unknown Elder will try and fight back to take 10th place back from him. He's got a Jim Strap behind him too, as Brady Pollock is 5/10 behind Nathan. I don't think he'll try anything into these corners because they're quite difficult to overtake, unless he'll try and get close enough. As Dubal's in the 8/10 range, as Unknown Elder has got past KCDB. Again, up into 10th place he goes, and he's got a bit of wind damage, has he not? On the left hand side of his end plate, but he gets ahead of KCDB. Now he's got Jim Strap to deal with. Back on board with Brady Pollock and Nathan fighting for 4th place. As Duval now is in 9/10 between himself and Ferg. I really hope there's a battle for 1st place going on. Nathan still defending from Brady Pollock, but Brady Pollock cannot get past him. This dirty air is holding up so much he can't get close enough to try and make a move. KCDB though, trying to fight back for 10th place for Unknown Elder. He's going to be quicker in sector 3 because Unknown Elder has front wing damage. So therefore KCDB has more downforce on the front compared to Unknown Elder. Who's that car ahead of us? That's Gingy. They get ahead of him. What about KCD and Jim Strav get ahead of him. So no trouble there from all 3 drivers. Nathan's doing well to defend from Brady Pollock, and Dewall's closed up between 6/10. So let's see if Dewall's got enough confidence to try and close up and try and overtake Fergie. If he can't do it on the straight, he's got to try and do it somewhere else, because he can't just stay stuck behind him. He needs to try and do something if he wants to win this race. Try something different. Easier said than done, of course. So let's see if Dewall's got it in him to try and make a move on Ferg. Day is it today? Thursday today, isn't it? Yep. AJ, where did he start? AJ started down in 10th place, didn't he not? Yeah, he started down in 10th place and he's up into 3rd. What a drive from AJ. Absolutely amazing pace from him. I've got to say I'm proud of him because he's done an amazing job to get himself up into 3rd place and up the field. As you can see, the understeer from the lack of downforce Elder has, because he's got no end plate on the left hand side of his front wing. So there's going to be a massive pressure in this last sector from KCDB and Jimstrav. And seems like Duval's dropped out of 1 second range again. This is what happens, you close up but you can't overtake. Like Brady Pollock, he was 3 seconds behind, closed the gap to 6/10, they can't overtake him. He's using that overtake button down the straight, but will he try and make a move? No, he's not. It's too far back to make a move into turn 1. This is the battle for the last points position between KCDB and Jimstrav. We've got 4 laps to go at this race, and Brady Pollock is still below 1 second between himself and Nathan. Running out of ERS though, I'm probably running out of options to try and overtake Nathan, because he's starting to pull away just a bit because he's got extra ERS on that straight. KCDB then still under pressure from Jimstrav, and iNemo is starting to close in too. This could be an interesting battle for 10th place. As you can see, Unknown Elder is trying to break the slipstream between himself and KCDB, and Jimstrav following him too. Closely followed. Look at Brady Pollock, he's 2/10 behind Nathan. Look at that, it's right behind him. Can Brady Pollock try and make a move down into turn 1 using that overtake button? But Jimstrav has got past KCDB and he's moved himself up into 11th place. There's the car ahead that is struggling for downforce at the front of his car because he's got front wing damage on the left hand side of his end plate. So Jimstrav then looking to try and score a point after having a bit of a difficult race. Brady Pollock then 3/10 behind Nathan. Can he get a decent exit coming out of turn 7? There's turn 5 and here's turn 6. Can he set himself up nicely to get a decent exit coming out of turn 7? I know Nathan's a bit cautious through sector 1, so Brady Pollock can use his disadvantage to his advantage to try and get closer. But he's running out of ERS, so that's his disadvantage compared to Nathan, who's got slightly more ERS compared to him, and Nathan stays ahead just at the moment. So it looks like Brady Pollock then needs to save ERS. We've got yellow flags through sector 2, and that's cleared up rather quickly, so whoever made a mistake has got back on the track and away safely. Jimstrav then still trying to take on 10th place, because we've got KCDB being pressurised by iNemo. Jimstrav falling behind as Nathan versus Brady Pollock then for 4th place. They go side by side. Brady has the outside line, which is probably the better line. They go side by side, and Brady Pollock is up into 4th place ahead of Nathan B. Hello Willem, how are you mate? Hope you are well. So Brady Pollock then moves himself up into 4th place. Now he's got a 2-second gap to make on AJ if he wants to get that final podium. Sorry, said that weirdly. Duval, he still can't make a move on Ferg. He probably needs to use a bit more ERS, because I think he's saved it a bit too much. So he needs to use some of that ERS to try and stick with Ferg and try and overtake him at the closing stages of this race. Nathan will not be happy with this. He was up into P1 at the start of the race, now down into P2. After the pit stops, fell down to P4, has now been overtaken by P5. I'm doing great. I just finished my first league race 2020. I just finished my first race this 2020 league racing season. So by the sounds of it, you must have struggled quite a lot. Or yeah, you must have struggled quite a lot in this 2020 game. It's nice to see you though, Will. 1.3 seconds is the gap. That's Ginger, sorry. 1.3 seconds is the gap between Will and Ferg. So I think Ferg has this secured then, because Ferg is not, sliding through the corner is Ferg. Duval's not doing enough to try and close in on Ferg ahead of him. Brady Pollock, I think he would have loved to make that move ages ago, because look how much he's pulled away from Nathan. And he's closing in on AJ, but the problem is he doesn't have enough laps to try and overtake him. That's the problem for Brady Pollock. He stayed behind Nathan for too long, and this is what's cost him to try and get a podium. I went on holiday for 4 weeks, so I was really bad. After that, I now slowly get up to my pace. Good. Well, I hope you enjoyed your holiday well. And where did you go on holiday, mate? 2 laps to go in this race. The gap between Dewell and Ferg is 1.1 seconds. Jim Straub, though, let's talk about him. He's Beefy gets a 5-second time penalty. Jim Straub is what? He's 5 tenths behind Unknown Elder. Can he try and get the last points position for P10? He's got 2 laps to do it. They're on lap 25 right now. After this, they'll be heading on to lap 26. Can he try and get that last points position away from Elder? KCDB has been overtaken by I Need Mo. So Dewell needs to be aggressive in these last 2 laps to try and take this lead away from Ferg. And Ferg needs to stop over exceeding track limits, because I think he's got another warning for that. Yes, he's got a penalty. Wow, he might win this race if he'd keep it clean on penalties. Yeah, it was lovely. I had a little road trip to France, Spain and Italy. 3 different countries. I hope you enjoyed. Yeah. You should have taken me with you, because I needed a bit of a break too myself, Will. So Dewell then. He might win this race because of penalties. If you if you can keep it nice and clean, he might win this race and take first place at his home Grand Prix. Be a massive release to him. Ferg, on the other hand, he might be frustrated to get those penalties. It's very easy to catch a penalty at this track. You best hope that Dewell gets a penalty. Brady Pollock sets the fastest lap of 1:41.9. Yeah, we'll go sometime. I hope. He's run out of options as Brady Pollock. 1.5 seconds is the gap between himself and AJ. He's running out of fuel as well, as you can see on the MFD at the bottom of your screen. That red light symbolising that he's running out of fuel, so he needs to start saving some, otherwise he's going to run out of fuel and probably lose a position to Nathan. And I think his back's too far back. So it looks like Dewell then needs to start using this ERS because it's the last lap of the race. So he can start using it all. And he's running out of fuel as well, along with Ferg. But it's very easy to save fuel, especially in this wet weather race. I have been your commentator, SHR Spindigo, and I've enjoyed this race so far. It's been a good race. Not many overtakes, but still, it's been a good race. I want to thank Yogurt for commentating me here as well. He had to go because he's got work in the morning at 6 AM. So understandable that he had to go. Yeah, but I've been your commentator, SHR Spindigo. They do call me Spindigo nowadays because I spin a lot. I have school tomorrow very early. I'm going to sleep. We'll talk tomorrow. Don't be afraid to send me a PM if you're bored or need someone to talk to. Good night. Appreciate it, Will. You too, mate. You too. Nice to talk to you as always, and I'll see you later. Then so Ferg has kept it, but he might lose this race because of penalties. So Ferg comes across the line to be our provisional race winner, but Dewell wins the French Grand Prix. AJ comes across the line to finish in 3rd place. Brady Pollock will come across the line to finish in 4th. He ran out of fuel at the end, didn't he? Nathan will come across the line to finish in 5th. And Back will come across the line to finish in 6th place, ahead of the back marker car of Ginger. He comes across the line to finish in 6th place. Chris, in the other racing point, comes across the line to finish in 7th place. Parvali finishes in 8th. Origin Gamma will finish in 8th place. Ninth place, sorry, as Jim Strav doesn't get the final point. Unknown Elder comes across the line to finish in 10th place, as Jim Strav will finish in 11th. I Need Mo finishes in 12th place as Ginger joins the stream. Hello Ginger. Fake Ginger. KCDB finishes in 13th place. The Real DC finishes in 14th. That guy Draper, we're not seeing much of Draper, have we? He's usually up there, but Draper, don't know what happened to him at all. So he hasn't got any screen time in this race as Draper. Must have been struggling out there. So I hope he comes back for a good recovery next race and he will finish in 15th place. Pheasant Plucker will finish in 16th, and Ginger will finish in 17th, and that's the race done. Driver of the day goes to Brady Pollock. There is your race winner then. Duel, well deserved. Kept it clean. Got his. He did an amazing undercut on those two guys, AJ and Nathan. AJ's joined the party and Ferg has joined the party, I think. Is Ferg in the party?
Yeah.
That hasn't popped up on my screen. Yeah, I just heard your voice. There you are.
Hello.
We'll wait for our race winner. There he is, our race winner. So I'll start third upwards. So AJ, congratulations on third place, mate. How do you feel?
Really happy. I messed up quali, but did well in the race, so I'm pretty happy with the pace I had.
Were you surprised with the pace you had in the race?
Yeah, it kind of was. I was keeping up with people in front, and then I nearly spun it and hit the wall, I think. A little chicane in the long straight near the end of the race, but you know, I had Brady on my back, so it kept me panicking, kept me on my feet.
Were you surprised to get ahead of Nathan in the pits?
Well, we had this discussion actually in the middle of the race. I was running manual pit release assist, so
yeah.
I released it as soon as I could, and Nathan was doing automatic, so like to me I was like, oh okay, so it actually does make a difference. But yeah, it was pretty good. I think it cost him quite a bit, but he did well.
What happened in qualifying, because we saw you start at P10?
Yeah, so I went out on inters just as it stopped raining, so I thought I'm going to come in for one soft lap and do all or nothing. And I ended up invalidating on my one lap, so it wasn't, I couldn't do anything.
Early on in the race when you were in P4, did you think you could get a podium when you started closing in on Nathan and Duwell?
Oh yeah, 100%. every lap I was gaining on them, and I was thinking, I could even get second here, because Duwell looked like he was being held up so much by Nathan that I felt that there was a chance I could pass him. But once I got closer, I realised that it's probably better to save up some ERS and fuel and stay behind them.
Congratulations on third place, mate.
Yeah, thank you.
Good recovery drive despite starting in P10. We'll go on to Ferg. Ferg, disappointment. You got that penalty at the very closing stages of the race. How do you feel?
Well, obviously not very happy. I'm going to be reporting it purely down to the driver, the Mercedes, that made me go wide as I was trying to get by him, because I did not want to lift at all.
Was that your second warning?
In case I think that was the second warning, which led on to the third. I will be reporting it, but the fact that happened, is just so disappointing. It was a good quali, good race, in the lead, comfortable, nice and chill. Had one warning the whole time, and then that happens, and then froze my head a bit. 2 corners there, get another one, get a penalty. And Mr. Duwell is a master of the no penalties, so I just knew that was that straight away. Have to go through a long Druid panel to get a win, which doesn't feel the same, but nonetheless happy with my pace.
Were you surprised how much Duwell caught up, because you saw the gap was 4 seconds between you and Nathan, but he undercut those two? Were you surprised how much he closed in?
The amount of time, yes, I knew it would be a lot, because my inters, or everyone's inters, mine were on around 65-70%, so I knew the the new tyres would catch up loads, but then also in the pits got held up quite big by Nathan and Jacob just behind me, so I was a little bit annoyed, but still happy to come out in the first place.
Were you surprised with Nathan's start of the race? Because he had a lightning start.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Jesus. I thought he jumped
the start.
I still want to check it.
Yeah, I checked the penalties and he didn't jump the start. I thought he did.
It was incredible. But yeah, fair play to Nathan. Getting that start.
Should have been P1, but anyways, P2 is still not bad, so congratulations on that. And do well. Home Grand Prix for the home boy. How do you feel about that one, mate?
Well, I think Ferg deserved it, really. He made the perfect race. I finished first because of the AI car of Gingy. I'm happy with the result, of course, but weirdly, I think I would be happier if Ferg get the win.
You'd be happier, did you say?
Thank you.
Oh.
That's a true friend right there.
Dewar, were you a bit frustrated being stuck behind Nathan?
Yeah, I was going to write something on the Discord because for 12 laps I just watched a Alfa Romeo brand in front of me.
When you did the undercut on AJ and Nathan, and you saw Ferg right in front of you, did you think there could be a chance for a win?
Yeah, I didn't stop believe it till the end. That's why I keep pushing behind Ferg. I was surprised I caught him like 3 seconds on the exit lap after my pit stop.
Yeah.
I was very surprised. He get held up on the pit lane, right?
You did. Yep.
Yeah, that's why.
Congratulations on P1, although you think you would have wanted to finish P2 because of Ferg's penalties. But Ferg, did you see my message before the race?
I did. It gave me the motivation to stay in P1 the entire race. So thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem. So Will, AJ and Ferg, congratulations on P1, 2 and 3. Good race from all three of you.
Cheers. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Catch you in a bit.
I've been your commentator, SHR Indigo. Joined with Yogurt, but he had to go because he had an early morning start, but we'll see you all next round.